Welcome back, everybody, to the somewhat deflated adventures of the Grimer dynasty. Yesterday, glorious Julmatul was cut down. The Herald of Boethia was slain by a Dragonborn. To be expected, really. They do send, obviously, slews of Dragonborn after you. Understandable. I know a lot of people were very annoyed at that mechanic in the comment section, but I can kind of forgive it somewhat because we are essentially trying to bring about the end of the world. So it does make sense that people would stop at nothing to try and slay us. We didn't really get much chance to obviously counter it at all. You know, it was either we kill them or they kill us, and we're told when we're dead, basically. But he held out quite a long time. Unfortunately, we couldn't really make much of a play because of the threat mechanic. However, we've been given somewhat of a golden opportunity, and let me try and posit why that is. We have Empress Lil Flex of the Grimer Empire after poor Julmatul was slain under suspicious circumstances. We don't even know who killed the poor kid. We have a character that is already better than Julmatul in terms of stats. 8, 17, 12, 9, 25. She's got 14, 17, 15, 16, 18. So besides her learning, which of course will come naturally with time and specializations and guild work, she is already superior. Bear in mind, he had dull his entire life. She has... Now, he also had smart, but of course she's got the benefit of not having dull. She's got ambition too. She's also very, very young. She's 19, and we're playing as an elf. We've never had this opportunity before. We've potentially got this character for another 300 years. This could be huge for us. This may be very well our final character. Not only that, she's got opportunities that, of course, Julmatul didn't have. She's got all the resources. She's got a lot more stability than he had because he was the one that put up with the rebellions for the cultural conversion. We have a lot more stability in him in that regard. We've also, obviously, lowered the threat a lot in the meantime. And she has the potential to immediately start studying necromancy, which is pretty big, thanks to, obviously, his efforts in legalizing that. Downside is, of course, we're no longer the Herald of Boethia, so we'll have to go through the 25,000 Arda loops, but that's not too difficult to achieve, particularly when we've got 300 years. A lot of people were also very upset about the death of Julmatul, myself included. That's understandable, really. Let me just say this. The last thing Julmatul did before his untimely demise was master the forces of death. He became a fully fledged master necromancer through years of dedication and training. I personally wouldn't be surprised if Julmatul were to, say, make another appearance at some stage. Bearing in mind the last thing he did was, again, master life and death itself. So, just bear that in mind. Maybe we haven't heard the last of Mr. Julmatul. On the plus side, though, like I said, I think Lil Flex here has plenty of potential. So the first thing we're going to do, let's throw in the Mages Guild. Now, I think politics are going to be our biggest threat early on here. We've got some very dangerous factions. We've got an independence faction of 93%. We have Prince Salty for Resden at 24%. We have Prince Warcrimer at 20%. And Chris Counterpower at 73%. It's going to be very tricky early on to ensure that we don't go into just full-blown rebellions across the board. Especially this independence faction seems to be quite tricky. Big reason for that, of course, short reign is minus 28. We're an elf. We're a 20-year-old elf. This is essentially putting a 6-year-old on the throne, you know? This is an incredibly young character taking the reins. I don't quite know how we're going to fight it. I've already sent gifts out to everybody. Or at least most people. At least I fucking thought I had. Yeah, so we've got gifts going out to you guys, obviously, where we've dealt... I dealt with the rebellions before we carried on. I made a point of doing that, just so we weren't immediately in Rebellion Town. Oh, can we move our... Yes, we can move our capital back to the Ascadian Isles, which is pretty much the reason why I wanted to do that. Last thing we wanted is to keep our island over on... or keep our capital over on that crappy island over in the middle of nowhere. We should also probably give that away as well, right, at some stage. So we've got Stank District, we've got Almalexia still, so we've maintained our control over Mournhold. We've got the 2 districts as well in the Ascadian Isles. That's pretty good. We've got the cantons still under our control. Still can't establish a Magister, and I don't entirely know why. We'll worry about that later on. So, first things first, we're in the Mages Guild. Let's start studying a specialization. We'll also start studying necromancy straight away. I don't see why not. It's actually an option I didn't notice that, to destroy Mundus. That's quite fun. Obviously, we've only destroyed one of the 5 towers so far. And more importantly, you know, Julmatul left behind an incredible legacy of not only taking the empire of I mean, the Ruby Throne, I should really phrase it as. Not only did he take the Ruby Throne and take control of the empire itself, but more importantly, destroyed one of the 6 towers, keeping the world alive. And I think that's a pretty big legacy. We got a lot to live up to here. Let's also go shopping straight away, because he fucking loved to shop, Jul Matul. He was always in and out of that marketplace. Oh, we should also neck potions constantly as well, because if it wasn't for his untimely demise at the hands of a Dragonborn, that dude would have lived for years. It turns out he had something like 18 health. Let me go and double check that from one of the earlier autosaves when he was still alive. So as of 3983, he had 15 health. So those potions really fucking did stack up. No way a disease or any amount of maiming would have touched him. You know, even with the plague, he would have had more health than a regular character in CK2 would have anyway. A regular character that was strong and brawny in CK2 would have had anyway. He was an absolute beast, and that's what we're going to try and achieve with this character as well. She already chugged a potion. Potion of Fortified Personality. You idiot. Why did you do that? To be honest, it might be a bad thing if we're trying to dismantle factions. That actually might be smarter. Let's go ahead and fortify... Oh, God. I was going to say we'll blast her with a Speechcraft. Cost 4 Magicka. Can't afford it. Because, of course, we don't have a Court Mage, do we? I don't know why we can't establish a Court Mage. Maybe we can hire one? Let's give that a go. Open employment. And let's go ahead and employ a... No one. Oh. Okay. Let's go back then, I guess. Oh, there it is. Employ a mage. Got it. Hello. You're very good. He's also an okay commander as well. See if we can put you on as... The fuck? Very weird. Is there something going on with our... I don't know. Why can't we appoint a mage? That's very peculiar. Oh, we actually also have a court mage. That's so weird. I don't know what's going on there. Juggled some books around as well to try and get her the highest level of diplomacy possible, just to try and help diffuse some of these factions. Speaking of books, why don't we immediately start down the library route as well? Visit library, we need 320 gold. Give it a second. There we are. Right, small price to pay for knowledge. Absolutely. Get that started as soon as possible. That should really help. And I mean, that's what rounded out our last character. And even now, our character is arguably better. So it shouldn't take long to not only get up to Jul Matul, but actually get past Jul Matul as well. Particularly as necromancy doesn't really take that long, realistically. What can we do here? Can we go for diplomacy focus? No. Why? Can't change that for another 4 years. Fuck. Okay. We could host a feast. Obviously, that runs the risk of driving them further away, especially when they turn us down on the feast. I guess we'll give that a go next. On the plus side, too, this character doesn't have any specializations. When we started playing as Jul Matul, he chose Crusader, which I think probably did impact his magical abilities somewhat. We go Battle Mage, Bard, Crusader, Healer, Nightblade, Priest, Savant, Sorcerer. I'm going to start with Sorcerer, because I think that one's always a nice safe bet. There we go. There's the first breakthrough. Spend the last couple of days cleaning your workspace, avoiding contact with corpses and learning more theoretical knowledge. Well, you still have to raise corpses if you wish to be a necromancer. You're one step closer to understanding the dark arts. Soon the secret of necromancy will be mine. By soon, she means in another... in another, like, decade or so. There we are. Some success. Ages in the guild. Help me out. Come on. Yeah, great breakthrough. There we are. And how much learning have we got right now? So we can only summon one horde of 250 troops. It's not going to be very impressive at all. But it's just another string to our bow, really. Plus 3 vassal opinion if we go for full slavery. But trade-off will be extra revolt risk. I mean, it's plus 3 opinion with everybody. So I'm going to try and run that through. Another small breakthrough in necromancy is fantastic. Let's get that one going. I was trying to think, is there anything we can go for here to... keep our vassals as happy as possible, and that was basically it, unfortunately. Tempted to go raiding as well for a little while, so we can get some gifts to give to these people. Oh, we can offer to join her war. Ah, shit, we can't, of course, here's a vassal war. That's a shame. I'm just doing what I can to try and diffuse these factions a little bit. A couple of them have fallen apart. We're down to 76% and 62% on the independent and increased council power, respectively, so it's kind of going in our favor, and of course, the longer we keep them pacified, and the longer we go without a big breakout occurring, the longer our short reign penalty, or I should say, God, how am I going to phrase this? The shorter our short reign penalty becomes, the lower, the better it gets. Whatever, you know what I mean. Another small breakthrough. Man, she is powering through this compared to Jul Matul. Imminent success. She might be the chosen one. It makes me wonder how much Dull will have contributed to him losing so many opportunities, because Dull is something I imagine they've taken into effect with a lot of training. Might even affect specialization training. And I wouldn't be, I mean, I would expect it to 100%. Another great breakthrough. She's done it. I think she's actually genuinely done it. I really wasn't expecting an upgrade from Jul Matul this quickly, but she really is. Like, remember I made kind of a big song and dance about the fact that he wasn't really a mage, he was more of a martial character. And even then, she's somewhat mirroring him in that regard too. This guy, she's insane. She's insane. I'm actually genuinely quite happy that we didn't fall so far from grace, because that would have been pretty heavy if we'd have ended up being stuck as that. Now, someone said check the kill list. That was actually a top comment. Oh my god, it fucking was her. Somebody said that apparently the scope can sometimes be wrong when it says who paid the assassins to kill him dead. So I thought, oh, it's this random courtier. It was her. Thank you, commenter. You know who you are. Oh, they're called No Name. Thank you, No Name. Much appreciated. Look at this, though. A final test. It's taken her all of, like, a year to get up to the same stage. For the past couple of months, okay, months then, you've been studying the dark arts of necromancy. Many became mad, struck bad deals with high powers, or died in their studies. Didn't they just? I am ready. 27% of a total success. Or 73% of a major setback that will force you to start over. Go on. Damn it. That would have been insane if she immediately pulled it off, huh? Don't know valid candidates. I don't understand. I honestly don't understand why we've got no one for that position. Magister is determined by the education of the Magister. If no fourth job action is visibly made to reappoint your Magister, that, I mean, I would love to. I really would. I wonder if the SVN got an update and something's broken there. It's alright. It's not a big deal. It just means we can't proselytize, but I imagine in terms of... Oh, Amcivi is actually doing better than I expected, to be frank. Huh. Okay, so still strong Amcivi on Vardenfell, but I'd expect nothing less. How are we doing in terms of cultural? I think in terms of, yeah, in terms of cultural, we're absolutely dominating to the extent that we've started to assimilate Nibelheim culture up in Hammerfell and High Rock there too. But it's just crazy. The dominant cultures are Bosmer, Breton, and Chimer. What fucking curse world are we living in? Before I forget as well, let's go and dig up a husband. Not in that way, not in the necromancy kind of way. Let's go and find someone with genius, preferably. I think we need to start marrying for traits a little bit more. Bear in mind, this entire campaign, this character is currently... Ooh, hello. Asalit. He is a master mage and genius as well. The cancer's not ideal, but we might be able to with a decent doctor cure that. Oh, what are our options then? I would prefer someone slightly younger. We'd have this guy too. Oabal the Chimer is also a mage and a genius. You know what? Go for it. Go for it. Bring him to court. I can't believe there are so many more genius men. Like, for generations, we've been looking for a genius wife, nothing. And then we look for genius men, and it's like 6 in a row. Unbelievable. Yeah, you're right. That was close. Thank God they added something like that to remind me, huh? Oabal and Empress a Little Flex have gotten married. We can collect a royal aid duty to pay for the ceremonies. 600 gold or 300 prestige. I mean, in this situation, I think the prestige might end up being more valuable, given that that will have a slight impact on opinion with our fucking traitorous, dirty vassals. 76% and 45%. So we've lost a little bit more on the increased council power, but gained, or the vassals have gained some ground on the independence. Just make sure I can't give out tasty gifts. You guys love gold? I mean, I could. Again, I don't really like doing it, but I could just open the spellbook and hit him with prestige over and over and over and over and over and over. Maybe we'll just go for her, seeing as she makes up, I imagine, the majority of that plot. Alternatively, if you were to say, I don't know, fucking die horribly. Okay, so we could just assassinate her, but instead, in the interest of maybe not being quite so quite such a mad queen off the bat here as such a young age as well, we'll hit her with some spells instead. That's all our magic in exchange for 90 favor. I feel like it's a fair trade, and she will hopefully now... Oh, shit. Okay. She'll hopefully leave the... Damn it. Hopefully leave the faction. Come on, you've got 90 opinion. Come on, get out of there. Another chance. Here we go. Come on. Damn it. She'll get there eventually. Just give her some time. She hasn't even got the specializations that Julmatul had, and it obviously took him quite some time. Let's hold a feast. That might be just enough to push some of them out. I can't believe you're still part of that fucking faction. We should start getting rid of the faction leader. I can't even start swaying. Why? Oh, because we are busy. Okay, fair enough. We'll wait for the feast to end then, and then we'll get a bit more personally involved. We have our Chancellor. Are you the best Chancellor we've got? Okay, fair enough. I was going to say we got a Chancellor to perform the statecraft, right? And he's doing a fairly decent job there. Another chance. Another chance to become Mighty Necromancer. Damn it, that would have been something worth feasting over. King Just. Oh, wow. For free. Well, that's a hell of a way to impress our vassals. Okay. And then we've got, I mean, that prisoner now we could throw at Boethia, right? Because she is, well, looking. What are prisoners kept in this video game here? She's a nobody. Is a house significant? Nope, absolutely not. So I don't even care about. Because if you sacrifice prisoners, obviously we found out before, it counts as mutilated my kin. 150. Nice. We're getting there. We're getting to halfway towards one of the. I assume. I don't know. Maybe the AI will have grabbed either Goldbrand or Ebony Mail by now. I imagine the second the current holder dies, the AI is going to be on it like a shot. And another go. Here we are. Ah, there we go. After days and nights of practice is done, you have successfully brought back from the underworld dozens of corpses. We are finally a necromancer like our father before me. Good shit. With 2 necromantic charges as well, I am going to create 2 of the undead armies. The reason I'm doing that is just to make us look slightly more impressive compared to our vassals. It's a case of keeping them down, but if we can keep building up our army, you know, if we can build up our retinues, as I've talked about before, the AI doesn't really take into account your troop count. So if we just go fucking butt wild on light regiments, the AI will feel a little more threatened about maybe pushing through their claims. Oh, nice. Stewardship already. Fantastic. Oh, God. The debt. An expedition. Wow. We've done that once this entire campaign, have we? Okay. Organize an expedition. The Empress of the Empire is going to head out on a merchant ship to go and secure a trade deal by herself, which is pretty fantastic. Fuck the priests? Yeah, fuck the priests. At dinner, you notice young Mnor, the cautious' face growing red with annoyance. My good man, Fadenaz Herodad, the Leatherneck, is only... What a fucking run-on sentence. This has been a profitable agreement. We actually pulled it off. There we are. 500 gold, 150 prestige. To be honest, the trade route is phenomenal. 30% to city tax and then 20% to castle and tribal. Obviously, tribal tax is a bit irrelevant. Gain trade up. We obviously gain business contacts as well. I was going to initially swap over to... diplomacy focus, try and keep the vassals happy, but I think maybe just going for scholarship instead is probably not a bad idea. Oh my god, and a hedge maze. What the fuck's going on with that? Okay. I was genuinely just about to swap us over to scholarship too. Oh my god, we got Diligent. This character. Just and Diligent in the course of today alone is... And Necromancer, of course, is fantastic. My Dynasty will appreciate this gesture. Pour one out for the Dynasty, then. We're going to pour one out. Should we give a fountain? A fountain with wine flowing it through it all days a week for 4,000 gold. No. No, we're okay, thank you. Oh, fuck. That couldn't have been at a worse time. Well, now we're 2 grand in the shitter. Right, let's go and start raiding Skyrim. Let's get some of this gold back. God, these gardens expensive. We're now 3k down. Fucking Pavilion's setting us back. Do you want Gardener? No, we don't want Gardener. The reason we don't want that is because we don't want any lifestyle traits, because, of course, we can study a lifestyle from the guild when we get to, like, the 3rd rank. So instead, we'll go for this one. I'm not ready to commit to a pastime so wholeheartedly. Aspiring Gardener and Magnificent Maze. I mean, we're getting the stewardship bonus, but without the trait, basically. So we're missing out a little bit of health, a little bit of learning on 1 stewardship there. Fine. Ah, nice. We're off to... We're repeating our legacy here a little bit. We might as well start with the slaves there. Chance to Folly is a book, and then Leather Laminar Armor is probably better than nothing. Oh, wait, we have Daedric Armor, don't we? Okay, 1 for Boethia then. Genuinely think we picked up more crap running along the border between our realm and Skyrim than we did in that entire year of raiding in Akavir. And this is all just to pay off the debt as well. Here we are, more crap as well. Salamoth, I'm not talking about the slaves there. Long Axe, Nagasta Kavata Kavakis. Shit, I mean, this was great. Boethia, I have so many gifts for you, my friend. We better dish those over now, actually, before they start despawning. But yeah, then, you don't like books. I don't blame you. Books are for big fucking nerds. We're not nerds here. We're not nerds. Big long axe for Boethia. How much are we up to? 3,200, man. Wooden shield. Apparently we've got that equipped, so I guess we'll hang on to it. Strange chest. That's a bit rude. I think that's all we've got. Man, after looting all that crap. I mean, to be fair, we have got some of it equipped. I think a lot of it we also just can't give away. Prisoners? Surely we picked up... Oh! Picked up a lot of fucking prisoners, though, didn't we? That paid for our hedge maze. Okay, let's go for scholarship, then. Now, we could go for scholarship, and we could go for a different Daedra that's probably a bit more practical. We could go Hermaeus Mora. I think Hermaeus Mora is always the shortcut to absurd amounts of power. And given how much acceleration and momentum we lost when Jul Natul died, I think I could be persuaded to go down the route of Hermaeus Mora, particularly when we become a Necromancer too. And Hermaeus Mora does like summoning then zombies. Really stop raiding and go and deal with all these rebels we've got, but it is quite fun just playing the CK2 loot box simulator of what random artifact are we going to get next. We've got a Crypt Cleaver, we've got the slowed book on necromancy. We picked up all sorts of just completely random shit. We've stolen someone's pet fox. What has this one got for us? A flail. Lessons taught to me by my enemy. Stole some dude's life story there. Call this the last one. Call this the last. You gotta learn to give up somewhere. The white beast. Excellent. Right, where are we going then? So we've got one up in Hammerfell. We've got one up in High Rock, and we've got one. I guess that's it. Excuse me. Where are you? Grim Pact Uprising. Oh. Grim Pact Uprising there. Okay, where are you then? Liberation of High Rock. You're in High Rock. And where are you? Imperial Late Divines Uprising. Also in High Rock. How convenient. We propose a white peace. He's winning the war and now he's chickening out. This is too much pressure. He doesn't want to be a ruler. What the fuck's wrong with you? Propose a white peace. He's going to pay us to finish the war. What? I've never seen this before. This is fucking madness. Decline. Although, to be fair, if you watched the ruler of the realm who's just sent, what, like 22,000 troops come storming towards you, and along the way they're sacrificing every person, I think it's kind of understandable. Another stewardship. I don't want any more friggin' stewardship, for God's sake. Still can't appoint a magister, by the way. What's our stewardship looking like? 22. We've almost caught up with our marshal. Up to 25 learning. Wow, she's insane. I mean, just the traits alone we've gained today are phenomenal. I don't quite know why, but the guy that offered us money to not have to fight the war anymore was defeated. I think one of our vassals must have got to him. Or not. I wonder if it maybe something to do with the fact that there's another, like the slave revolt is fighting there as well. You've spent many nights looking at the celestial bodies in your observatory. It's truly fascinating. What secrets does Oblivion hold, by the way? Is it the secrets of Hermaeus Mora and his magic book of magical immortalities? Let's go over to this one next. And with that, we are now past 5,000 Arda. We can't claim Ebony Mail and we can't claim Goldbrand, so we could go and kill the person who has Ebony Mail. That seems very on brand for Boethiah, doesn't it? Let's go No. I've got John Courtier's turned on there. Ebony Mail. And let's see who's got that. Let's go my religion. Gotta be you, right? Flawless ebony armor. Nope, definitely not you then. This could take a while. Bear with me. Here we are. Chief Athnic of Shadowmarsh has it. Plot to kill, 82%. You know what? I think that's probably quite a positive start to things. But we've got Daedric armor. Going for Goldbrand will make way more sense. Goldbrand. Duke of Lolthanis has Goldbrand. We've got a 63% chance to kill this guy. Even with our Spy Master, I don't think we'll have enough, so we'll have to send our assassins in, I think. Dark Brotherhood. Sweet Mother. Come on. Get him. Now, the second we kill him, I want to keep it paused. They failed. They gave him a black eye. Brilliant. That was worth their 750 gold. Second they kill him, we need to keep it paused and claim it immediately, otherwise another AI, you know, they see a problem with having so many long-lived elves is they've got a whole lifetime to build up that 5,000 R, and they'll probably do it fairly easily as well. Come on. Fucking failed again, you prick. The dusty text you perused earlier had some useful information, but to really delve into the mysteries of Oblivion, you will need to hire a scholar. I will hire a scholar of Hermaeus Mora. Do it. Bring him in. Corrupt an artifact? What? Corrupt an artifact? Use rings and amulets to focus their power. Oh! That's cool. I'll corrupt a ring. My Ring of Ages could hold part of my powers. Okay. Sure. Fuck it, why not? We get given another Ring of Ages anyway as we rank up through the society, right? Health tribute maximum. Yes, do it. It's 0.5 health, but we've already chugged so many potions of longevity. I think we chugged 4 so far. So far? Why not? Do it, that one. Yeah, let's start really throwing things into the mix here. Go on. Lunatic unstressed. Lunatic unstressed. A young adventurer came to our chapter today asking me for some stamina potions. Well, we know a thing or two about stamina potions. Oh, Ring of Necromancy. Nice. Oh, cool. It gives additional necromantic charge. Undead offensive bonuses. Oh, that's massive. Learning +3. We lose some health there, but that's okay. Oh, shit. And we completed the quest about alchemy. We can now become an alchemist. No. We have other studies to focus on. I would rather wait until we get to the rank where you can choose a study and then be able to compare them all. Oh, the Aldmeri Dominion is 8,000 Arda. Good God. Okay. God, we're going to try to win this fucker over as well now. As I recall, they massively nerfed the Aldmeri Dominion, didn't they? When we first did it with the L-Rank series, all those eons ago, it was very, very powerful. It gave us just all of the, it gave us like all of the top tier learnings. It gave us immortality. It gave us a bunch of stats as well. I think they've made it so that you pick one. And even then, I think immortality is a separate choice now. So it's going to be a lot harder. But when you essentially have the market to provide for you an absurd amount of bonuses, it shouldn't, it will take a couple of years of building up. Especially if we kind of supplement it with some raiding as well, we can probably do it. We can probably do it reasonably soon. These factions are getting frighteningly high. Let's give out some gold again. I don't know why they all hate us so much. I mean, I've done everything I can to increase diplomacy here. We do have a book that increases. So what have we got here? We've got Martial 3, Diplomacy 2. We've got Diplomacy 2 from that one. What other book have we got equipped then? There's gonna be something here. Hang on. The Harrianad gives Martial... Okay, so get rid of that, and then we equip, like, how to make allies and influence vassals. That gives up +5 vassal opinion. Come on, Mystic. Mystic doesn't count as a lifestyle trait, right? I don't think it does, anyway. I mean, Mystic's quite good. No, I have other... No, I'm pretty sure it is a lifestyle... Well, I mean, obviously, it's a fucking lifestyle trait, because you get it from the Way of Life, you moron. I mean, one way to stop the Prince Salty for Esdane faction would just be to slay him horribly. Oh, we haven't got the gold for it. Well, give it a minute so we can do a bit more raiding. Then I'm sure we can get rid of him. Dark Brotherhood, take out Salty. That's not Salty. No. I don't want to kill him. I want to kill Salty to end the problems here. Hired muscle. Is that all we get because he's an unlanded ruler? Fine, make it so. Could have gone worse. Yes. No idea who sent the ruffians. He's dying of cancer, and now we've wounded him as well. Health favor 0.5. Can we not just order him to take the vows? It's because he's married? If we kill his wife, we could just get him to take the vows instead. 160 gold. Yeah, do it. Done. Be gone. Faction dealt with? No, it's just Brother Salty for Esdane. Bollocks. I thought that would genuinely solve it. Okay. Can we invite him to court? Oh. Okay, that makes my life a lot easier. Grimer sent their whole army to try and stop our raiders. Interesting. We should get a lot of prisoners from this. Wow, look. They are the King of Skyrim's leading his fucking army to try and stop us. Madman. Take him prisoner. Hermaeus Mora would love that. I don't know if you can send prisoners to Hermaeus Mora, can you? What's he going now? Way, Haynote. Let's head back across to Haynote then, I guess. Nothing. Rubbish. Oh! Oh! Salty died from hired muscle of all things. Well, that's how you deal with a faction right there. I can't believe these fuckers have joined this faction against me so much. Some of them really, really like us. This dick obviously doesn't. Why not? Why don't you? Acted against culture. What the fuck are you talking about? Acted against culture. Want to see it on the council. House Saul versus House Veloth. We're both ambitious. Understandable. Okay. Fucking hell. It's just we haven't done actually anything in particular against him. It's just a case of the perfect storm here with the ambition conflicting. Giving out what I can to who I can here, but these factions are insurmountable. I should have let them spread themselves thin across multiple different factions, because now I've kind of condensed them down a little bit there. Fuck. What's wrong with you? Why do you not like me? See if we can work it out person by person. Acted against culture. I don't know what that means, friend. Oh, he's also 8 divines. Oh, is that what that means? No, because he's Chimer. No, that's not right at all. Is there a way to remove... Is there a way to remove Lunatic? Because that would be very, very handy right now. Shit. There actually is there? Bollocks. That would have been quite nice. Let's fortify Speechcraft then. Keep these vassals off our backs as long as possible. 20 magicka for that. My god. Oh, Christ. Okay. This seems very anti-Hermaeus Mora. I had repeatedly questioned my servant about the locked mausoleum beneath the castle, but wasn't sure until today until I found the key hidden inside a rotting chest in the oldest castle tower. Inside the tomb's dusty passageways, I found an empty stone coffin which bore the inscription, Little Flex Grimer. This coffin looks comfortable to sleep in. Oh no. Here we go. This is just pure madness. Since the incident some weeks ago, I felt uneasy. I took a walk along the coast to clear my mind and found a small village where people claim to worship the old ones. I guess we found, Hackder, is it? Gods even older those in the cult of Boethia faith. They invited me to join their rituals and show me a dusty old grimoire written by a mad Saracen, whoever the hell the Saracens are. Intense study of the grimoire has gained me much knowledge. I've devised a ritual to awaken the most powerful of the old ones, where he sleeps dead but dreaming in his watery tomb beneath the ocean. Gain 1 learning, and we also put on a black robe and a wizened old hat. The cult has gathered for the ritual on the stores of the black and stormy sea. As chanting begins, fucking hell, I can't read. This has been too much dialogue. Pnanglui Maglunafar. It's actually just Welsh. And in the depths of the dark waters, something stirs. He comes. Gonna be careful how I say that one. Or, what have I done? In your anger, you killed her. I steered the longboat through the raging waters towards the monstrous creature. It stood as tall as a castle tower, with the body of the man and the head of a man, the arms of a man. It was a giant, sexy man. I awoke in my own bed, weak and sweating. Oh no. Shit. The servants told me they found me on the shore, naked and half drowned. Oh god, it gets worse. It seems I'm the only living witness to these events. Fools, I saved you all. We killed an old one. Brilliant. More stats. More stats for little flex. You know what? I kind of like that she's got a bit mad. I kind of like it. Trying so desperately to step out of her father's shadow. She stepped out of his shadow into just pure fucking lunacy here. Brilliant. To be honest, I'm very happy with the progress. We haven't done much in terms of realm management, but we have kept the vassals happy somehow over the past 11 years. We've kept them off our backs. We've kept them relatively happy. Ignore the 120% increased council power. Independence has dropped right down, which I'm happy about. Don't really care about the increased council power. Sure, we'll just accept that they get fucking war declaration or something. We haven't fully abolished them, so that's fine. Tomorrow, we'll start making plays. Threat is down to 10%. I think Skyrim has had enough time being Skyrim. I think we should take back the Imperial Isle. We should turn that tower over to Boethia, eventually, when we get there. And, of course, the Threat of the World as well, if we manage to take out Skyrim. And when Skyrim's gone, Vale and one of the Aldmeri Dominion aren't going to be long behind them. In conclusion, thank you all for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed this one. We're getting right back on track. I'm genuinely so surprised that the good old... whatever her name was, is back on track this quickly, to be honest with you. Big thank you goes out to Arctic, Icelandic Wolf, Gogolus, Vacuous Bacchus, My Name Isn't Dio, Bobka, Shay, Scared Blueberry, Facunavaska, Steven, The Giant, Crow Skull, Tonoster, Leo, Rage Dragon, and of course everyone else at the Insane Tier Lovers on Patreon for making the channel possible in the first place. A big thank you to these guys, and a thank you continues to somewhere on this. I don't know what's going on with my list today. They're all over the fucking place. What the hell's happened here? Thank you as well goes out to RX81, King Snitch Gaming, Icy the Great, Shardul, Zega the Chaos King, Tofu 10, Demon, Flom, Lazarus, William H, Simba, Derek F, Sam Kears, Justin Block, Joseph here, Magister Militum, and everyone else at Patreon as well. Big thank you to those guys. Thank you to VS Code for updating and ruining my Patreon list, putting them all in a weird fucking order. Thank you to Microsoft. And a thank you to you at home for watching.